flaws, no witness, cold ending. As I proceed to gripping wood wheel and corner bending. Now it's the last sentence, last word of your ending. No pretending, I don't fabricate or fantasize. Before I execute, I meditate and strategize. Sing your mama roses, hold the pain of passerby. I get the bread, that's the only way I'm pacified.
Carolina born from a Carolina breed.
It's your boy Yadda, man, with my partner.
Young Sock.
Hey, it's the Sweet Podcast.
Sweet.
We're giving you nothing but hip-hop,
Tenya.
inspiration, entrepreneurship. We're coming at you live and direct, man. Today I wanted to talk about adding value.
Adding value.
Adding value to yourself.
We ain't talking about no value meal.
Nah, not at all. We talking about some real value. Like, we want to talk about the things you're going to need to succeed in your personal life, man. You know what I mean? If you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah. Real value. Real talk. Real life shit.
First thing, what's the first thing you think about?
Shit, value. Adding value means shit, making yourself better, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, trying to, like, find out what the company may need so that, you know what I'm saying, you can provide, like, something that they ain't even expecting. You know what I'm saying? So they value you more as an employee.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Personally, I think some things we can talk about is like, for one, punctuality. I feel like punctuality needs to play a role in adding value to you and yours. You know what I mean? Like you say, you're gonna be someplace at a certain time. You got somebody else's time on your hands. Try your best to make it there. You know what I mean? In a timely fashion. Most times, they say if you arrive on time, you got there too late.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's work. That's work.
So you want to get there with a little bit of time to spare, of course.
Yeah, man, like you said, damn, you know, this ain't like dope boy time or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, this real life shit, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, damn, especially like first day at work. Best to be there a little early, you know what I'm saying? You know, that just kind of just show them, like, you know what I'm saying, who you are, you know what I'm saying? Or at least, you know, in their eyes, they look at you like, oh, okay, hold up, we can count on this guy.
Hey, you know what you just said? You said, first day of work. That's another thing. Like, every day of work, because that adds on to the dependability part. That's another thing I was gonna talk about. Like, you need to be dependable, and punctuality play a role in that.
Yeah, it do, definitely, man. Yeah, but being dependable is another big thing. You know what I'm saying? You can't be damn trying to like, oh man, I'm trying to go hang with the fellas or do whatever, man. I'm trying to get over this chick, and I know I can call in sick today. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. Just, you know, people look at that, you know what I'm saying? They sit back and like, you know what, man, this ain't a guy that we need to make a manager or something, you know what I'm saying? This is a guy that's just a worker, you know what I'm saying? He's not adding any value.
Exactly, and that plays a role too, because now, by you saying that made me think about you having the ability to prioritize. Because you said hang out with the fellas.
Yeah.
And hang out with the fellas can be something as simple as going out on a Friday night. You go out on that Friday night, you know what I mean? You don't necessarily know, or you can already kind of foresee, or you can look at past situations from going out on a Friday night. That when you got to work on Saturday morning, that might not be the best move. You know what I mean? So somebody who can prioritize, I feel like that can also bring value. So these are what we talking about, basically the little steps that you can take in your personal and your mental, that you can say you want to take responsibility to change.
Yeah.
Nobody can affect this stuff, and then we can see whether or not it brings value to your situation or makes you a more valuable person going forward.
I also look at it like this could be the reason, like, the stuff we saying now, you know what I'm saying, this could be the reason that you sit back and look at like, well, why didn't I get that raise? Why didn't I get that down, you know what I'm saying, that higher position at my job over that other guy? And you sit back and like, damn, you know what, I ain't really being punctual. I ain't really prioritizing the job, you know what I'm saying, over my personal life and stuff like that. Which don't get it wrong, your personal life is important. But, you know what I'm saying, you got to prioritize everything, you know what I'm saying? That's what the whole point of the word prioritize means, you know what I'm saying?
That play a key role, I feel like. So we done talked about like prioritizing, or the ability to prioritize. We talked about punctuality and
dependability.
I feel like something else we can touch on too is if you happen to be in a situation where you have to give customer service, know that your role at that particular that particular
not being
time
rude and stuff. Like
is customer service.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
the reason they say the customer's always right. That ain't necessarily mean that they always right. It's just that you gotta kind of treat them like they are right to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Because if there was no customers, there's no business. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have nobody listening to your music, you got nobody buying your product, you have nobody getting a massage from you, or whatever business you have no business. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. You can't treat people like shit. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, that's basically what it boils down to. The whole mindset of making somebody come back. That's how you make your business grow, whatever your business is. So when it comes to giving that product, conveying that product, you want to convey it in a fashion that they not only remember it, but they tell somebody. Because word of mouth also, you know what I mean, grow businesses as well.
Oh yeah, man, reputation, man. Getting a good reputation, man. Most definitely, man. That shit follows you in life, just in general, like you said, not just business. You know what I'm saying? Just in life, you know what I'm saying? Your reputation follows you, man. So if you get known, like you say, for being not dependable, not punctual, not, you know what I'm saying, like not being able to prioritize the important things, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, all that's going down, way down on you, you know what I'm saying? Eventually gonna sit back and damn devalue you. Yeah, so, yeah, man, that's real talk, man. Get your mind right.
Another thing I feel like that could move towards making you a more valuable person is being able to solve problems.
Yeah.
You want to be able to look at different situations and not be the one to necessarily panic, or the flip side of that is what they call like analysis paralysis. You don't want to have a situation where you just freeze in the moment or in a second. You can't even attack the situation when you need to because you just so busy thinking of this, that, and the third. I get from military experience and just ordinary experiences, I say. You know what I mean? Like you got to know when to move and when not to move.
Yeah. But then that then lies where, like I said, you know, the different levels of it, though. You know what I'm saying? Because you are gonna have people that just like, hey, look, like, he's just not that guy that's going to be solving the problem. Like, he's the guy that we're going to tell how to solve the problem. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I ain't knocking that either.
Yeah. I mean, everybody got their place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just talking about...
But when you can, like you said, sit back and take that extra step to, like, you know what, I know this needs to be done, even though nobody told me to do it. Let me go ahead and do that, though. Yeah, like you say, solving problems like that.
I feel like too though, bro. If you are in that situation, you still should be striving to be the person that can solve problems. Like you don't want to. Nobody wants to be the second best.
I mean, nobody wants to. I just mean, as far as like, I mean, just how I view it is like, you know, the way I view it is, how I've seen it is everybody can't do everything. They just don't have the capacity to.
Yeah,
do that, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, but
so I can't necessarily put you in a position to sit back and maybe like this guy here, even though I know like, all right, the guy's not really good at spelling, but all of a sudden I want to put this guy in charge of putting the words up in front of the McDonald's sign and everything like that, even though I know this guy, like, hey, look, man, he's not really the best speller or whatnot. Like, nah, I'm going to give you another task. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I completely agree. But that don't excuse, in my eyes, that's still on excuse that dude. Maybe not on, in your hypothetical reason, like McDonald's time. But when he go home, if he's been pointed out, like, yo, you got a problem with spelling, bro.
He should work on it.
He should work on that.
He should work on it.
You know what I mean?
So,
I guess, that to me, that just made another reason pop in my head for why, or something you can do to value yourself. Be able to look at weaknesses you have and work on them. Because nobody's perfect. People parade around with their chest out, their nose up in the air like everything is 100 and everything is going great. When all of us, we can sit down when we're in a room by ourselves and analyze our weaknesses.
Yeah.
And then figure out what we need to do to make them better.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. I mean, just personally, also, like, you may have the mental capacity to do something, but until somebody teaches you how to do it, you can't necessarily just go in there and just do it, especially to the level that they may be doing it at. You know what I'm saying? Now you might be able to sit back and learn from them and pick it up real quick though, and stuff like that. But like you said, it's always about working on yourself to be better, regardless of what level you're at. Try to be at that next level, get to that next level.
I know I share with, you know what I mean, the listeners or whoever people that's on YouTube, appreciate y'all.
Definitely.
My PTSD made me have a trouble with focusing all the time. Like I need to, as a weakness, I feel like I work on my personal time is when I'm engaging in something, I want to engage for a little bit longer than what I would consider a normal cutoff time. Shut off time for me is on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. I try to keep it on a longer time span, if you understand what I'm saying. So
yeah, you trying to basically like expand your attention span.
Yeah,
to the point where you're just like, you know what, like normally after 10 minutes of watching something like this here or reading a book, man, I'm kind of off on that shit. You know what? I need to be able to read that book for 15 minutes though.
Or
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And just gradually let it catch my attention a little bit more than I realize I am drifting off.
And challenging myself to be out in public more so than I was in the past. You know what I mean? So now it's just little stuff where I know I consider it to be a weakness. I want to try to work on that.
Yeah, just like, you know, like you said, if you're at the gym, I don't like the way my chest look. Shit, you gonna work on your chest.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to do in life too. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit back and work on your flaws, man. Definitely, man. Definitely work on your flaws.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah, man. You know, always try to better yourself, man. Because regardless how old you is, trust me, that damn statement, oh, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Yes, you can. Believe that. Believe me. I done seen too many old people out here that act like they some young ass fools, you know what I'm saying? They just kind of like, damn, bro, when the hell are you ever going to mature, grow up? Try to better yourself so that people value you in life.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. So what else we talking about here, bro?
I'm trying to figure out, can you think of any more?
Any more damn things, like, you know what I'm saying? Any more qualities?
Or what's a weakness you work on? Any of that too. If you got one you want to share, like, you know what I mean, like put it on the table, bro.
I mean, I put it like this here. I mean, I can't think of just something off the top like that, but I say something I did think about was hard work. Hard work is another aspect I feel like you should have. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by hard work is not necessarily physically hard work all the time, but just the fact that, like, if you have an office job and you pushing papers, you shouldn't be slack on that at hour 6 or 7. You should be busting it the way you was at hour 1, hour 2. You know what I'm saying? Hard work. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. So I think, I don't know. I feel like hard work, I understand what you're saying. And that's not a bad thing.
Well, you know how it is when people look at the clock, just like even we was at school, think about it. Last period. You ain't even focusing as hard, you know what I'm saying? Because you looking at the clock.
That makes sense.
Boy, damn, oh shit, man, I know the clock about to ring. You know, last 10 minutes of class, last 15 minutes of class. Well, you probably should be focusing still, you know what I'm saying? Well, that kind of goes to the aspect where you were just saying, like, that attention span thing. Hard work kind of like ties into that, I think, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of you sitting back just being slack.
Being diligent, being efficient.
Blam.
Yeah, that don't sound like what you
Yeah.
basically saying.
Yeah.
I feel like that plays a huge role in adding value to yourself and adding value to your potential business or wherever you work at.
Well, you got to think about it, like as an employer. If somebody was to ask an employer, like, how do you view this person, and the person, your employer is like, man, he's a hard worker, that's a compliment, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I feel like he's already showing, like, man, he's a hard worker. He adds value to this company just in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? That's why I look at it like, even if you aren't the greatest thinker, you can always be a hard worker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can always be a hard worker, add value like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, I might not be able to solve all the problems, but I guarantee you what, when somebody tell me what the answer is or tell me what I have to do, man, I'm going to be the hardest one doing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be the one that's doing that shit. I'm going to be the one they counting on to do that shit.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, hey, that sounds like a great place where we can transition that. You know what I mean? So we gonna transition right here and talk about
That's
a
word.
little bit of hip hop. From the hip hop side of things, I'm gonna be honest, I'm really drawing a blank at this point. I checked out the new Nicki Minaj video.
Yeah. Binky Nicki.
I can't remember the name of the song. It just looked like that cookie cutter type mix. Unfortunately, for
I mean, I say it's good that she's been like on hiatus for a little bit.
yeah.
You know, so just the fact that she putting out something.
I'm gonna tell you what it looked like. She looked like she shot a Cardi B video and just replaced Cardi B with Nicki.
But then I guess you can sit back and look at it like everybody looking at Cardi B is, if it wasn't Nicki Minaj, would it be a Cardi B?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not sitting here trying to compare the two. Or
No, I ain't saying that, but I just kind of look at it like,
say one better than the other, none of this. Because when it comes to them, man, I'm just like, man,
that's real.
I'm more of a Rhapsody or a Sour type of female rapper when it comes to listening to them.
Yeah. I feel you on that. But yeah,
Speaking of which, they going on tour. If y'all got tickets, y'all got that show coming around where you at, you might want to check that out. That's Rhapsody and Sour. Yeah, I'm telling you. They real lyricists, man.
True.
I just seen Rhapsody at the Crit concert, so that's one of the reasons why I'm ready to advocate for her show. You know what I mean? Because I know she go live. Right, they from North Carolina, so I is ready.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what I'm gonna check her out, man. Definitely, man. What song she got? You know any songs off the top of your head? Check out.
She got a whole mixtape that came out. But she just bigging up women. So she got songs called like Simone or Nina. You know what I mean? She might got an Erica on there or something like that.
Yeah.
She just hitting women. Every song is named a woman that she ain't really going to.
That's word.
Yeah, and you just know when you listen to the songs. Unfortunately, I listened to her album like twice.
So she kind of telling you what like how a woman should be carrying themselves instead of like showing your ass out here trying to just get life off your looks and shit.
Yeah, that cookie cutter. That's what I'm saying. That's why I can't really get into the Nicki Minaj and the Cardi B thing, because I feel like they pretty much one and the same. When it comes to lyrics or when it comes to image or when it comes to what they actually doing, the only thing that separates them is time and accomplishment.
Now, one thing I will say, just me personally, because I've been off so much on just American rap, you know what I'm saying, especially like just recently, you know, over the past few years, like, it almost seems like they'll say anything, you know what I'm saying? Where, I ain't gonna lie to you, man, like, I listen to Cardi B, I listen to Nicki, to me, they lyrically seem a little bit better than a lot of the dudes that I be hearing out here and shit rapping. Because I feel like, they feel like I got to sit back and show and prove. You know what I'm saying? At least, you know, lyric-wise, just because, yeah, I do have a fat outside, I look good or whatever, but I'm not going to get respect. You know what I'm saying? If I ain't actually, like, spitting with some kind of lyrics and stuff like that. I can't get away with some of what these guys are doing out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these guys that just hit you with, I'm trying to think of somebody I can't remember if it was you or Kane had told me about some new rapper, and it's just like, man, I can't get with this guy. It wasn't Blueface, but it was somebody else. It was somebody else, though. But it's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying? You know how that shit is.
Talking about Blueface.
No, you remember you talked about Blueface on a few shows before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how you was talking about, I just can't get with the shit.
I can't get with that.
Yeah, but it was another artist, though. It was another artist on some shit where it was just like, my homie was like, I can't really get with that shit, man. It's just, I guess it's either too new, or it's just too far out there, you know what I'm saying? Where it's just like, bro, I ain't feeling that, you know what I'm saying? But, I don't know, man, like I said, I feel, you know what I'm saying, I respect you putting them on, you know what I'm saying, something they can actually aspire to, you know, and feel good about.
Again, I'm going to tell you what I be on when it comes to that. It's a mindset of understanding what rap did to me as a youth, when I could just listen to whatever I wanted to, compared to, not saying everybody grew up like that, but just being now I'm aware of what I'm going to listen to around my son.
Yeah.
And I don't have a daughter, but you know what I'm saying? If I had a daughter, same way I listen to Crit, like I feel like Rhapsody and Sunrock would be the two
that you
female chicks I would make sure. It's not even really, like put them on, but like really understand, like
if I'm playing something
if
around
I'm playing
you,
something around you, it's gonna be this.
Like
Like
you
you
catch
catch
that. It's gonna be some Sade.
Yeah, Erica Badu,
Yeah,
I know you getting something from, even if you don't understand it right now. Later on in life, you'll be like, oh, this is why my pops used to listen to this.
Well, like I said, I mean, you know, with a daughter, like you said, you know, you don't know how to raise a daughter. Like, far as I can't teach you how to be a woman, but at least I can sit back and I know, far as like, this is a woman that I would look at like as respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to view her on some like, damn man, I scab her down. You know what I'm saying, or something like that. There's somebody like, you know, hey, how you doing, ma'am? You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Like, carry yourself like this instead of carrying yourself and I ain't even gonna say idolizing because I don't even like that fucking word, but just fucking like, you know, viewing somebody as a hero, view somebody like that as your hero. View somebody like that as like,
I feel like it's inverted and inverted.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes the stuff you listen to trickles down into your real life and you don't even realize that you're reflecting that through how you act throughout your reality. It can really start, you know what I mean?
Especially when you're younger, man.
When you're younger, yeah. So that's the only thing I'm trying to make sure people are aware of who check out this podcast, and also just in my personal life, like that's really how I move. I got certain playlists I pull up for certain situations.
Real talk.
And they might be repetitive in the same songs, but honestly, that's what I want my son to recognize or realize.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm listening to these songs for a reason. You know what I mean? Like you gonna get something.
Like you might fuck with Starlito, but you ain't playing that around your son. You know?
Not to the extent, but even Starlito got some songs I feel like that's just real. All his songs ain't like super trapped out. He talk about like dealing with mental depression, for instance. Dealing with mental issues and how he had to fight.
But you still pick and choose. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You ain't about to just bump Starlito out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shit, son, just sit back and enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely not.
Yeah.
It's a lot of that. It's a lot of that. I don't really want to get into, but yeah, we had a conversation several times.
Oh yeah.
The music can play a role in how you acting, and I feel like that's a lot of reasons why. Even with me dealing with like my attention span and wanting to make it longer or bigger, the music is so repetitive and fast right now. I feel like I bet you teachers can say, if it was a teacher who was teaching, like if you talk to somebody that went to that worked in elementary school over the last like maybe 10 years, I bet you they'd say kids was a little more calm in class maybe 10 years ago compared to today. And I bet you it has something to do with these faster upbeat beats upper pace beats that we listening to.
Well, it's all that. Plus, it's just the fact that, man, everything now is just like, bro, nobody has any patience for shit. That's why everybody got road rage, just all that shit, man. Cause now, if you want to know something, before you had to like look it up, hit your phone. You know what I'm saying? You finding out shit soon as it fucking happens. And if you didn't find out as soon as it happened, you feeling like, damn, I'm out the loop. And I found out 3 hours later. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. Motherfuckers been all on that shit. You know what I'm saying? And shit like, have some fucking patience. Like I said, that's actually another damn thing that helps value you. You know what I'm saying? Patience, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That gives you better customer service. You know what I'm saying? Have patience. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm dealing with an older customer or somebody, or I'm just dealing with, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You gotta have that intelligence with that patience, because you gotta know when to apply it.
Exactly.
You're not saying let somebody just beat you down because you're a worker or you're an employee or something. But in certain situations, you're dealing with somebody who might be not have the highest intelligence level, or they're a little bit older, so they might be dealing with some other mental issues or something. You might even get look a chick in the face and tell her like she's having a bad day and just take it a little bit.
Yeah, overboard,
you know what I mean?
You know what
cool,
I'm saying?
Yeah, be a little.
Well, your patience could probably just calm the whole situation down.
So you're right, man. All that stuff definitely play a role.
That's real. That's real.
Come to valuing yourself. So the Sweet Podcast.
Sweet. Take out.
Fire now, I'm telling you now. Hey, this is the podcast where we giving you a little bit of hip hop inspiration and entrepreneurship, sound wisdom, examining everyone's perspective. I want to say thank you for tuning in. Every time we drop a show, we getting a little bit more subscribers. So I got something in the stash I want to say. I'm gonna say it like this right here. We need about, give me a cool 20. If we can get about 20 more subscribers, man, real talk, tell a friend to tell a friend, man. I got a surprise for the audience, man. We gonna make something shake, man.
All right.
A little something. We got, cause we've been growing, and
Yeah.
we only been on like a month as a change, man. I really, really, really want to say thank y'all, man, cause we making a push for it.
Yes, sir. Believe
Yes, sir.
that, man. Respect all of the love. All of it, man. I'm telling you now.
Straight up. Sweet podcast, man.
We out.
Carolina breed, welcome to Carolina where them boys stack cheese.